Good evening, everyone. What's up? All right. So before I start, hopefully everybody's doing well. It's been like about a week or so. I haven't dropped a video. I've been dropping a few pictures about some great finds that I found in TJ Maxx, Marshall. I found Creed. What is it called? Imperial. Shit. What is it called? Shit. Some shit. What else? Boy Toy 2 and some other goodies. Ferrari, Essence Musk, the Bulgari Aqua. What is the Aqua? Damn, what is it called? But I'll leave that video in the description. Check it out. So before I start, I just want to let you know that I want to talk about my fragrance line and the changes that we did for the better for you guys. But I don't want to sound like I'm a salesman or anything. This whole thing, I did it because I have a passion for it. I dropped my own money. From my whole fragrance line to my fragrance collection that I bought. I didn't even, the only company that I worked with throughout my 3 years now being on YouTube was Alexandria Fragrances, and I got one or two fragrances or something like that. That's about it. Other than that, I never got any freebies. I turned down what is it called, Bird Box or Scent Bird. I turned them down. You know, it's like, dude, I'm not gonna, they asked me to read bullshit, whatever. I was like, no. I'll send you, I'll show you the what is it called? And that was like a year ago, 2 years ago. So anyway, and a few companies, I was like, no, you know what, I can't do that no more, because I just felt I'm like too much of a nice guy, and I don't want my my opinion to sway without, and sometimes I do it without noticing, you know what I mean? In a way. So I'd rather just spend my own money. I know how it feels, and I can tell the straight up truth. So I feel that's the best way to do it, at least for me, how to go about this whole fragrance reviewing thing. And plus, if you really have a passion for this, you don't mind spending your money. That's how I see it. If you're out there, getting this or that, whatever, I'm not saying or anything bad about somebody, then if you're about just making a career out of it, I don't know. I just don't. I don't think that's the right way to do it. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. I have a lot to say about some shit. So, but that's again. I'm sorry, my hair is everywhere. I think I'm getting a haircut. But look, check this out, you guys. So we listened to your feedback about some things about our fragrance. Our fragrance, the quality is great. As far as that goes, no problem whatsoever. But a lot of people were saying the price. So we sat down, went back to the drawing board, and we changed. We cut out a lot of unnecessary stuff that we needed. I'm not gonna get into the details, but we did that so that way we can we lowered the price half off. So when we were at $45, now we are $27, and I think that is fair. I mean, other than that, I don't know what to say if that's too expensive. But if you guys, again, I don't want you to feel like I'm pushing something on you or to buy something. I just want you guys to go out and just subscribe to my website, just for updates, at least to know, hey, you have an option in the future to check us out. We have great reviews. You can check them out under each fragrance, and we also have some of my reviewer pals, um, that gave their honest truth about my fragrance. But we changed the reformulation, not reformulated meaning like we upped it a notch. We went from EVP Eau de Parfum to Parfum. So we are straight. I mean, it's a very, 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 very. It's like I went mad scientist on this thing. So, but yeah. Sorry, my hair. But so we did that. Okay. We did that. We I'll get into a few things. We did change the vendor of the bottles and the packaging, because we were buying them straight for like 250 each bottle. So if you can imagine 100 bottles, and we are working on getting another different bottles to stand out a little bit, because I feel like the bottles that we have now, the 30 ml bottles that we have now, they are very common, very boring. I mean, they look great. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. But I think like every indie house, including ourselves, has these bottles, and that's shitting on anybody. I really think they're good looking bottles and stuff like that, but I just wanted something a little different. I mean, I was even going to like probably they had an option of an all black bottle, just getting that. But then I was like, well, people want to see how much juice they have, and again, I always look at this from the consumer side. So that was another problem with the Club de Nuit. We're you can't see how much. It was like, no, forget about the whole black thing. Let's keep the bottle like this. Let's just change it, something cool, nice, simple, but it would look good in somebody's collection. That's what we're shooting for, and we're almost there. Shit, I was about to drop it. So anyway, so now this is Parfum. Ooh, very, 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 very rich. It is at 45%. We are at 45%. There was one, I believe, oh my God. We are, all of them are at 45%. We couldn't go more because the problem is it becomes straight. It will stain your clothes. It will stain your clothes. It becomes too heavy. And the fragrance doesn't, it will last on your skin for 24 hours. But the thing is, I seen like the projection, it's not satisfactory. You know what I'm like? It doesn't, because the fragrance oil is so heavy, and that's what I've noticed. So there's a lot of problems then to go and do it, at least from our point. From our way of seeing this whole thing. So we kept it at 45. We have one. I believe one is at 40% because it's very too heavy. Tuxedo Jubilee is at 40%. But again, they last long. I remember I sprayed the Jubilee on my shirt, a black shirt, and it was there. I put it away on the side. I keep some of my shirts down here at the studio, and it was still smelling after a week, and it was. The room was smelling. It was like somebody put an air freshener. Literally my t-shirt turned into an air freshener. That's how strong it was. So that's a good thing. But also, why we didn't, I know people are going to be like, oh no, we don't like too strong. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit. Because there's some people that say, oh, it doesn't last. And then I was like, dude, I'm going to play it safe. I'm just going to do Parfum, this and that, make it project, make it, so that way it works for anybody. Oily skin, dry skin, this and that. I want it to work. Again, why I started this whole thing, it just fell basically in my lap. It wasn't like I was looking to make something, but then I seen a lot of, a lot of things that's wrong with the community, so to speak. Like, I was doing some research before I hopped into this thing. I was looking at some research. takes about $7 to $10. Can you believe it, to make a bottle of Dior Sauvage? And you guys, we guys buy it for 100, 140, 150, depending on concentration, and with no hesitation, you know. So again, that's I went, and that's we also have the 5 ml commitment free. We call them commitment free decants. So you know, when you, if you want to try this out, or you know, you can give us a shot from there. You know, now it's $6. It was $7.50. Now it's $6. We couldn't go any lower on those because of shipping, and you know, that's then, you know, it wouldn't make sense to go a low. You know what I mean? We didn't, you know, we'll just be wasting time, money. Might as well not do it. So at least with $7, I mean, everybody's. I mean, $6. You're making money. You're getting your money back for the thing. This is how it works, you guys. Especially if somebody. Okay, so this video is turning out to be like an educational video too, for anybody that's thinking about doing this. At least, you know, start it up as a hobby. See how it goes. Don't just fall. The thing is, what I did, but I had backing. You know, I had a place to do it. We have a place that we do this. We have a small warehouse the size of this room, a little bit bigger, and then some office space, like a legit business. You know, my friend was providing me these things because he does IT and he doesn't need all that room, so it worked out. And then my perfumer guy, he's from my neck of the woods, so he loves fragrances. He made fragrances most of all his life, his family. Usually they used to make fragrances for prayer, for like from mosque or oud. And in Saudi Arabia, they he lived in Saudi Arabia, but he's not from Saudi Arabia. He what is it called? There was this thing in Mecca, in the holy city in Saudi Arabia, or the whole world for Muslims. There's this oil that they put on the stone in the side of Mecca, and it's very rich. I don't know if it's oud. Probably it's really rich, and it's expensive. Like I think a vial for that stuff is the real stuff, not the clone of it is I don't know, somewhere in the thousands of dollars, if I'm not mistaken. But you can buy, you know, stuff. And he used to make fragrances for, you know, personal fragrances, this and that, blah blah blah. So, you know, he knows what he's doing. And so that's that. We did that. We lowered the price. We are changing up the whole look for the bottle. That's coming. But the most important thing is the juice and the price. And we did those two things. So hopefully you guys, you know, again, you have the option of the 5 ml, so you can go ahead and check that out. Just be careful. They're not at 50%, but just be careful at sometimes spraying them on whites. That way, because it really gets really, you know what I mean? But in any color, it should be fine. At least a good 6 inches away from you, you know, that way you can get everything, and it just doesn't shoot you and leave a stain or something. So I'm not saying it will evaporate after a while. It will go away because it has alcohol in it, but just be careful on spraying it too close. I mean, you can spray it on skin as much as you want, especially the little points, you know, so you should be good. And it smells damn good. This is Spectre. We did change the in a waiting of changing the bottle shape and stuff like that, we did change the label, gave it a little bit of life, you know, character. So that's that. Hopefully you like it. Just go ahead and just check it out. We have one more fragrance that's coming. We already came out with Tuxedo Jubilee, and the orders actually are out. I sent out a few samples of my fragrances. I will leave my what's it called? I'm so sorry. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Fucking trying to think. Email. We'll leave my email, and uh, I'm gonna send 5 more fragrance samples of my fragrance. Just make sure the next 5, shoot me a message um, in my email, and the first 5 will get some samples. All right. Love you guys. Hopefully, you guys give us a chance. If not, at least again, just subscribe. That way you get updates and whatnot, and we'll go from there. Okay. Love you guys like always, and I'll see you on the next. Take care. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.